Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Irregular Show. My name is the wonderful Nico, and alongside my to the left is the Jewish wonder boy, Max himself. How are you?
What's up, brother?
Yep, there it is. The thing he's been doing nonstop for the last 3 weeks.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. Sketch has gotten to me. He may not have gotten to Jinxie, but he got
Sketch
to me.
effect, I guess. He's getting to athletes at this point. It's kind of weird.
I'm enjoying it. I mean, he's funny. I think he's a good kid, as far as I can tell.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not funny. He's funny. I'm just like, that shit is annoying. But like the fact that everyone does it, I'm like, not about it, you know?
It's really annoying to me that you used to say based all the time.
It's based. Dude.
Yeah, I want to fucking punch a hole through your head when you say that.
See, that's the thing is you got like one of those on me. I have like 10 on you. Like just your entire life.
Come on, let's be real. It's like 1,000.
Add zeros. I don't give a shit. It's probably more than 1,000.
It's probably like 10,000. Let's be real here. I have a lot of stupid sayings.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, you
We
do.
used to keep a list.
We did used to keep a list. Swing or miss.
The Crickets are making their own dubstep. That was a fun one.
That was a good one.
I was not on any substance when I said that.
No, you don't have to be. You're that dumb.
Thank you, friend. What can I say? I got a rhythm with the tism.
Yes, risen with the tism. Yeah, got the resin with the tesin. Anyhow, what have we been watching lately? What has been going on? We haven't done this podcast in about 3 weeks, just because things have been happening.
Well, yeah, I got sick, and then you got sick.
Sick.
So that was 2 weeks there we missed. And
Then last week was something weird happened.
Easter.
Yeah, Easter. That's what it was.
Yeah. I went
The
snake hunting.
Lord had risen, and you don't believe in him.
And I tried killing 2 snakes. I failed.
My dog kills snakes.
Can I employ your dog for a minute?
I'm his agent, so I will be negotiating price.
Well, obviously, I'm not going to pay your fucking dog money.
$35 an hour.
35. Okay, I'll pay you for 1 hour.
Well, if he doesn't get any snakes, no takebacks.
No, that's fine. If he doesn't, I'm paying for an hour. Whether or not he gets a snake is up to God, I guess.
I guess so.
Leave it to God. Ooh, these armrests fold up like my new chair that I got off the TikTok shop.
Continue.
It's just a comfy chair. It's a nice gaming chair. I got it for like $50.
All right,
$60.
Are we starting with games? Do you want to start with games?
Sure, we can start
Go
with
on
games.
your games. Let's start with the games.
All right, we can start with games. In the amount of time since we recorded the last podcast, I played all the way through Jedi Survivor. Let me just say, that was a phenomenal story. There were twists and turns that I was not fucking expecting. Spoiler alert, your best friend betrays you. And dude, honestly, like, it's one of those things where, like, you first meet the guy and you're like, he's probably going to betray me. And then the story progresses and you're like, nah, we're cool, we're good. Yeah, I don't even remember saying he's going to betray me. And then he fucking betrays you.
Had it in the back of his mind the whole time.
Oh, man, dude. It was hard. That was hard to wrap. And like, he tried justifying it by being like, I'm a father. I'm trying to protect my daughter. It's like, bullshit. You would have protected her by the hidden path, like, hiding out on that planet with her. Like, instead of working for the Empire, finding this planet, and then escaping there. Because the Empire is going to find you automatically.
Well, people who work for the Empire confuse me because it's like they always get fucked over themselves.
But that's what I'm saying. He's seen it happen. Okay, we're going into spoiler territory here, like hardcore. I already said spoiler alert, but like, he survived Order 66. Like, he was a Jedi in 66. I'm pretty sure.
Do you know who his master was?
I don't remember. I just know, like, he's seen enough betrayal by the Empire to know that even working for them, he's going to be fucked by them. And he just, like, but he's an Imperial agent. But it's weird, because, like, the Imperial agency he works for, like, evidently Vader didn't know about. it seems like, because at a certain...
So it was like a third party?
Yeah, and, like, at a certain point in the game, like, you show up there and, like, to find Bode, because it's where he is, and he's escaped from you.
Well, here's my point about the people who work for the Empire, though.
Yeah.
The people who work, like, the Empire really... like their scare tactics work so well that stupid people think they can turn other people over to the Empire for the Empire's favor, but they never get the favor. They just get fucked over. It's like
Darth Vader just shows up and cuts everybody.
Yeah, it's like, all right, so
Like-
yeah, I'm gonna fuck like that, or an Inquisitor does. Tales of the Jedi, Ahsoka's arc.
Yeah.
The end of it when the guy rats on her, and the Inquisitor shows up and fucking is threatening the guy because he's like, oh, you think, you've won my favor? And then, he was just baiting Ahsoka to come out. But, like, it's still like, what the fuck did you expect, you idiot? Like, did you think the Empire was going to show you mercy?
Well, I think for the most part, the common public in the Star Wars universe doesn't understand how evil.
What I have to continue to remind myself is believing that the Empire will help you is as stupid as believing that communism works. Like, you think it's going to be to your benefit as the worker, but essentially what happens is the bottleneck just gets tighter.
Well, yeah, but there's also a lot of people that the Empire taking over benefits, and that's the problem.
Communism.
Exactly, but there's enough. But the problem is it's over an entire galaxy, so there's not enough people seeing the bad shit. Like the people that see the good shit that comes from the Empire do not
in my
see
backyard.
the bad shit at all.
Not in my backyard argument. I get that.
Exactly,
that makes total
and
sense.
that sucks.
So let's equate that to modern day politics real quick, because not politics, but just like mentalities. People in Massachusetts love the idea of clean energy, love the idea of windmills, but when people on the Cape in the Cape they're like, oh, that's the best place to put a windmill, but it makes your view look ugly. Not in my backyard. It's not happening.
Yeah.
So it's the same fucking deal. Like, it's just like, yeah, okay, stupid people want good things but don't understand the consequences.
Yeah, exactly.
And it doesn't matter. You could have money, you could not have money. Like, it's a disease. It's a thinking disease.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, if you lived on Coruscant, if you lived on the upper level, and the Empire took over, literally nothing changed for you.
Yeah, just like whenever there's a new president in this country, nothing changes for you if you're fucking wealthy.
Yeah, exactly. No, absolutely nothing changes.
Taxes might go
but
up,
if you
but
live
you
on
find
the
a loophole.
if you live on a lower level, oh fuck, you now
You're
have
getting
to
stepped on.
You now have to sign up for an imperial credit number. You now have to, be
full Chinese
registered
communism, social
full
credit.
Chinese communism.
Yeah,
exactly. So
social
it's
credits. Or
it's
just regular
just-
credit.
it's just it's
Well, who runs regular credit cards in this country?
Listen. Oh, I heard a really good Jew joke the other day. That
Ooh,
reminds
enlighten me.
Fuck, I don't remember it. Hold on.
This
I
motherfucker.
saved it so that I could tell you, but where did I save it?
On your phone, probably?
It has to be on my phone.
Is it in your notes?
No.
I'm going to hit you with a golf club.
Please don't hit me with a golf club.
I bet I could, choke you out in 10 seconds. You want to try?
No. I've been choked out before. It's not fun.
No, it is not fun.
Shit, I don't remember it. It's really bothering me. Nope, that's not gonna be
It's
it.
not in notes? You don't keep
No, it was like a video.
So this was not an original thought.
No, definitely not.
Well, while he searches to use, while he attempts to use his very poor memory skills.
It's the video that got taken down in my favorites. Because there were some pretty raunchy jokes in there. But if I remember it, I'll tell you. But it was really good.
You weren't here for Speedball in the, one of those podcasts. I caught Josh in a good one because he said something about furnaces. I'm like, you know who else really liked to use furnaces? Hitler. And he was like, whoa, I was not expecting that one.
I'm going to spit my fucking drink across the room.
He was like what? He was so caught off guard. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Pull out a good...
It was something that, it was a good one. I really wish I could remember it right
Pull out a
now,
couple of those good jokes every once in a while.
Yeah.
Very offensive, but very funny.
But yeah, back to Star Wars. It was a good game through and through. If it's on sale right now, actually on the Microsoft Store, so buy it, play it, enjoy it. I'm back to Starfield now.
Yeah, so
And
in
I'm gonna play
Star
through the
Wars
Halo
world
series.
too, there's a lot going on.
Ooh,
Not only
yeah.
did we get the trailer for Tales of the Empire, but the Bad Batch season 3 is spicy right now.
Still not. I've trailed away from Bad Batch.
You've been on other stuff.
I need to catch up with Mando. I need to catch up with Tales of the Jedi. After I saw the
Your
Empire,
ADHD
Tales
is in full exposure right now.
I'm almost done with Hell of a Boss.
Well, it's funny. You focus in on the things that you really like, but then there's other things that you also really like, but then you just get distracted pretty easily.
Yeah, speaking of which, I saw a clip of One Piece on TikTok today, and they animated something that, like, I saw that I was, like, months ago that they had put out in the manga that now they're animating it. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm really far behind on what I know.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's hard to keep up with One Piece. There's so much content. First of all, I don't give a flying fuck about One Piece. It's not my. It is not my thing.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just using that as an
His
example for like a bunch of things that I haven't been able to keep track of lately, and it just seems like I don't know. I've been very busy.
You'd be a good specimen to just experiment a bunch of shit on, just because you're such an odd being. I like it.
Please don't cut me open.
We would zap you.
That's fine. Don't cut me open.
A lot of electrocution.
I'm okay.
We'll put a cupcake in front of
On
you
my nipples?
and a piece of cheese, and we'll jack you up in the nips, and then we'll be like, if you touch the cupcake, you get zapped.
Oh, dude, I'm getting zapped every single time.
Exactly. You'd be fucked.
I love cupcakes.
Yes.
I literally said to someone the other day at work, I was like, I'm like that mouse that if you put it in a maze, and at the end of the maze is cheese and food, and I'll survive.
Well, you've got the size
and right
for it.
next to me at the beginning of the maze is a pleasure button. I'll hit that fucking pleasure button until I die.
Yeah, actually, when they were testing, mice or rats on, like, if you put them in an environment full of, like, you've got regular water bottle and a water with cocaine in it, and there's nothing to do in the cage. The rats just abuse the cocaine to
and
death.
then eat each other, probably?
No, they just die. Oh. They overdose.
Oh, okay.
But if you put a fucking, like, maze in it with cheese at the end and shit to do, like a hamster wheel or whatever the fuck, they don't need the cocaine water. It's so funny. But, they don't use it.
So what you're saying is if you put two humans in a box and a ton of cocaine in that box.
You're saying is most addicts are just bored. It's usually...
That's kind of where I was
life
going.
Life sucks, it's boring, let me do some coke real quick.
Make it go faster.
That's kind of... have experience there.
Don't we all?
Yes.
Yeah, one of my coworkers walked in the other day. She goes, never mind, I'm not going to tell that story.
All right, so what else have we been watching today?
Invincible.
Invincible did come out, yes.
The last 4 episodes of season 2.
Quite interesting. I'm excited for more. I think there's not going to be as much of a delay between now and season 3.
Dude, what are you talking about? They said it's going to take a year.
Yeah, that's it. But there was 4 years between 1 and 2.
There was?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, there was.
Yeah, but and also a year on average is just about the right amount of time for an animated show to have a new season come out. So, like, a year's nothing. Like, Has-Been Hotel might take 2, which sucks. Because, well, and the reason it's going to take 2 is because there's a lot more production that goes into the musical aspect of it. There's a lot of... that takes a lot of bullshit, You need more musicians and the animators that Vivian Madrano uses and her shit. Well, she's got Amazon at the helm though, so she's got money. So she might be able to like move that one forward.
I'm really excited for season 2 of Has-Been Hotel.
Exactly. I'm
pretty sure they have it animated already. Actually,
no, there's no way. There's no fucking way.
Dude, they were talking about. I saw in.
It's not going to take 4 years to get from the pilot to here, but
yeah, but I saw in an interview like clip. Vivian, or the chick that plays Charlie, was talking about
at a
stuff
con,
that's
right?
going on in season 2.
Yeah, they're probably recording right now. What takes a while is the animation,
Yeah,
and not to mention the rendering. They usually send it off to fucking Korea.
This isn't stupid. This is the
This is
best.
not stupid. It's just a game.
I love-
Sir, Penn just did it.
Dude,
Well,
it's
now
such-
you should
it's
do the
just such
same.
a good show.
The funny thing is the voice actress for Charlie was like that was her favorite moment.
Yeah, I did see that.
My name is Charlie. I like to sing. And when we get to know each other, it's the greatest thing. My name's Serpentius.
Dude, Serpentius.
I like to build.
Vagatha, help us
And
out.
despite
That's
my
not my
stupid
name.
egg boys, I think I'm very skilled.
Just I was watching I was scrolling through TikTok because that's mainly what I do.
That's your job.
I need to ask for a
Did
project
you
to
just
do.
go, ew?
Zap Brannigan,
This would go great with some guacamole.
guacamole, and some champagne.
Some champagne.
Anyway, I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw Danny Mata watching
That guy.
Has-Been Hotel.
Yeah, some of those have come up for me. I'm not a huge fan of him, really.
I like him because I like Shirtless Nick.
I liked his videos better when it wasn't showing his face, and he was just like, "This bitch goes hard."
Yeah, that's a good point. He
His
was
review
really
shit where
funny
the
back
camera's
then.
on him, I'm like not a fan of.
I mean, I still like it. But he was talking about Serpentius and how Serpentius is getting dumped on. He's like, I just love a character that gets dumped on.
Oh, yeah.
And then like 5 minutes later in another clip, he's like, man, or like I was watching the YouTube episode actually, and he's like, man, I feel bad for Serpentius. Serpentius needs he needs a win. And he's like, that's how you're going to do him in the finale episode? And then he shows up in heaven. He's like, yeah! He got so hyped over it.
I thought that was the greatest redemption.
I really, dude, I was just as hyped for that scene. Honestly, I pretty sure I threw my hands up in the air. I was like, yes, he made it.
Like that was the best surprise. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it fucking works.
yeah.
This is like, I'm like,
What's a twist?
I'm sitting here wondering when they find out he's in heaven and that Charlie's plan worked.
Dude, and Emily was so excited
And she
to
was like-
see him in heaven. That was the
And
best.
then Sarah was like, oh, fuck.
She's devastated, yeah. But speaking of Has-Been Hotel, you know what I started watching? And I already told you I started watching it.
Yes.
Hell of a Boss.
It's a hell of a show.
It's a hell of a show. And let me tell you, aside from all the sexual shit,
The gay stuff.
no, it's... Dad, I'm bisexual. Yeah, gay.
Yeah, okay. He's married to a woman too. It's like, okay. But that's what everyone says too. It's like, well, here's the thing. What people say about sexuality and stuff with like the bisexual. If it's a chick, she's actually bisexual. If it's a dude, it's like he's just discovering he's gay. Like there's no bisexuality.
I love the
to
dad.
it.
It's just like,
And that's
Dad,
just a
I'm
trope. I'm not
bisexual.
saying there's no bisexual men, whatever. But
I'm just saying the line delivery was amazing.
It
'cause
was, yeah.
Dad, I'm bisexual. Yeah, gay.
it's like the perfect New York dad.
The perfect New York dad. I can honestly, like, if you picture it quick enough, when he says that, you can see like a bald middle-aged dude wearing
Your
like.
dad.
Shut up.
Yeah, gay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, my dad would say some shit like that. Actually,
Totally would.
I mean, to his credit, he is
he's
pretty.
in that generation, so
Yeah,
it's a generational.
You know,
gap.
he's pretty open-minded, but yeah,
I mean, the woke community would go,
say
"There's
something.
no excuses for gay hatred." It's like it's not gay hatred; it's just calling a spade a spade. You know. Gay-
Yes. No, I didn't understand. The
The
hamster,
wheels had to
yeah,
turn
the
a little
hamster-
faster to understand that one.
hamster started running faster.
Yeah, exactly. I'm wearing them out already.
No, but hell, I mean sexual stuff in the sense of I don't know why I just did that. I like seeing Darth Vader. I mean sexual stuff in the sense that there are too many sex scenes for me in the show.
Okay, compare that to Hell of a Boss.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, Has-Been Hotel.
There's like an episode based on Angel, and that's relatively it. But comparatively, yeah, there's a lot more sex in Hell of
Sexual
Boss.
themes.
A lot more sex.
There's no. It's not porno.
Dude, like every 5 seconds, Blitzo, I'm going to say it just to piss him off. Blitzo
Let's see.
is like, I'm gonna fuck you, or you better not fuck me in my tight little hole. Like, dude, chill. Like,
It's hilarious, though.
it is. I love the line. Ha! There's dicks all over the walls. That's hilarious. Like the over sexualization of his character is funny, but like the amount of times that we see Silas and him having just had sex or like about to have sex, I just don't.
You mean Stolas?
What did I say?
Silas? It's like, who the fuck is Silas?
I meant Stolas.
Yeah. Stolas,
Stolas is a great character, by the
Stolas
way.
is funny because he's actually like a badass. Like, he's royalty.
That scene when they're trapped by the
and he's
government and he shows up.
And he's like, you've never seen a real demon before?
Oh my God, dude, that was amazing.
I rewatched that one last night, actually.
That was a really good animation.
When you fuck up, it means I get in trouble.
Yeah. Conversation we've had.
It happens consistently.
What can I say?
What can I say?
But yeah, no, Hell of a Boss is really fucking funny. There are some people out there that think it's funnier than Has Been Hotel. I don't know.
I think they're just on the same level.
I think they're on the same level too.
They're on the same level in different planes because I think Has Been Hotel is a deeper story.
And it's more of a musical.
Yes, there is music in Hell of a Boss.
There is music in Hell of a Boss, but not every episode.
You, my precious little bitch boy, are
Tripping
balls.
So good. That was great. I loved that. Fucking anything with Moxie is just great. Moxie.
Stop it, sir.
What's his wife's name again?
Millie.
Millie, that's right. Moxie and Millie are just. Oh, that's why he calls them Eminem. Okay.
Oh my fucking God! It took you that long to figure
Well,
that
it's
out?
one of those things where like I heard her name like once, and like every other time where someone mentions her name, I'm like not listening or something, so I just don't remember her name.
Moxie.
Yeah, I like Millie a lot. I like that character. I gotta stop tapping my phone. It's starting to annoy me that I'm doing it.
Put it away.
Yep. But yeah, I really like Millie's character. She's cute. Just like a little adorable,
Killing machine.
killing machine. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think Luna's pretty cool too.
Luna's, aside from her being a furry, which I love that they call that out in one of the
Oh,
episodes.
they absolutely do.
Where when she's trying to go to Earth and
Like,
Blitz is
you
like,
guys don't have human disguises.
what? Like, what do you mean human disguises? But yeah, I would like to see a crossover. I'm told it's not gonna happen, but I would like
give
to see
it time.
Yeah, it's got to happen. Those imps have to be
They're in a ring of hell.
Yeah, they have to
Well,
be.
the weird part is it's like there's clearly a rings of hell system in Hell of a Boss, but there's no it's just the pentagram in Has Been Hotel.
Yeah, and there's a
So-
whole destroyed section of Has Been Hotel, like the city.
Yeah.
I'm willing to believe that that's Alistair's old section when he was an overlord.
And maybe
fully.
someone went and tried to fuck him up.
Him and Vox.
Yeah.
Remember, there's that line where it's like, are you still mad he almost beat you that time?
Yeah, that probably just caused a lot of death. I also, you keep trying to throw theories at me about who
theories.
owns Alistair.
I love theories.
And I'm like, first, most of them have been wrong. I think it's
You're wrong.
I think it's angelic. I think he got caught by an angel or something.
I just can't see that happening.
I think it has something to do with heaven.
I think it's going to be one of those things where it does turn out to be Lilith. And, the deal, it's just going to be so simple that, everyone didn't want to see it coming. This is what I think it is. I think it's the deal is with Lilith, and it pertains to having to help Charlie in some way. Because he showed up a week ago.
Yeah.
The pilot is canon, right?
I would say so, yeah. Because, they pick up right after it.
Yeah, so he showed up in the pilot. They're like, you showed up a week ago offering to help us. Or to pay for the thing, even though you don't believe in it.
Not to pay for it, just to literally
To help
use his
us.
magic.
But, literally, she says, you offered to help us even though you don't believe in it. And he's like, yes.
He's like, it's entertaining.
Yeah. I think that's
Entertainment.
bullshit. I think that's bullshit. I think he has to.
Could be. He hides it well. Look, we just don't know.
And
I
he
just-
wants to be the one calling all the shots in the song.
He wants, I think he's thinking along the lines of Charlie is manipulatable. Well, which obviously she is.
Well, yeah, but he has to clip his wings in order to be able to manipulate Charlie.
Repeat that line. Clip his wings.
No, he has to unclip his wings.
Unclip his wings.
That's right, unclip his wings in order.
That's not what I'm saying. What do wings have to do with?
Fuck you.
That's what I thought.
It's just a figure of speech.
Oh, it's a figure of speech, is it? That's definitely not a fucking blatant clue. I think it's a blatant clue. He says it.
Yeah, because, I mean, you would think that Vivian would work something about chains.
And he's her favorite
being into
character.
the song.
He's not going to die anytime soon.
Well, no, I don't expect him to die. He's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, actually, she drew him, I think, before anything took off.
I saw a clip, not apparently, I don't know if it's real, but of, her in college, and, her professor opens her book, and there's a picture of Alistair.
Yeah, no, she had him. He was the first idea she had, I think.
But that's how those things start. I mean,
artists.
It all comes from one idea.
Have you seen the amount of names in the credits to Hell of a Boss?
No.
It's insane, the amount of people. I don't know what Spindlehorse is, if that's her company or something, or if it's another company that works with her.
So good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's a very good show, and I think it's
Lululand. Shut the fuck up.
I think it's it's the lighthearted show. I mean, it's not that lighthearted, but it's
definitely not lighthearted.
It's not lighthearted, but it's lighter. It doesn't feel
multiple times where they massacre people.
It's not as heavy as Has Been Hotel. Has Been Hotel, you've got this story that keeps you gripped, and you love the characters.
Yeah,
you like what's happening.
It's lighthearted. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. It's like that light watch where you're just okay, I'm just gonna throw on Hell of a Boss.
I like the
comedy.
characters, I like the storyline, but it's not as heavy.
You're not super invested. You're like, oh, what's going to happen in this episode?
It's it's a fun show.
Yeah.
Whereas Has Been Hotel is all right, we're getting
It's almost like watching a cartoon. It's like every week it comes on, you're like, oh, okay, what's this episode going to be about? Right?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to Avatar The Last Airbender, where every week he comes out, you're like, fucking let's get the Fire Lord, bro.
Yeah, the cartoon.
Yeah, so it's Hell of a Boss, or Has Been Hotel is a lot more serious of a show.
By the way, I haven't watched any of the new Atla, but excuse me. I haven't watched any of the new Atla, but I'm apparently in the first 10 episodes, Aang doesn't learn to waterbend at all. What?
I've heard some disappointing things about the new Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Fucking it up. It's so funny.
I told you.
You know what? I'll give that one to you.
I told you.
I'm like, unless they, if that was all of book one, what the fuck?
I like how the One Piece live action did so well. I still haven't watched it, by the way. I'm probably not going to. If I haven't gotten around to all these other things,
you know what's odd too is the Halo live action is getting a second season and people love it.
I should be watching that too because I love Halo.
Well,
I also started
it has nothing
Halo
to do with
Reach,
the original story though. It does its own thing.
Yeah, which kind of pisses me off because the other day I saw a clip of Master Chief fighting the Arbiter, and it was just completely off. It didn't make any sense.
Well, you haven't watched the series.
Yeah, but I was given a little bit of context, and in the context I was given, it didn't make any sense compared to the games. I'm saying, I was like, this isn't what happened in the games. I kind of thought the show was going along with the games because I had not seen the shows. So.
From what I've heard, they're not at all. The game people are pissed, but people who haven't played the games, my dad likes it.
I will say something that did take me off. I did see another clip on TikTok where Master Chief is not wearing any of his armor whatsoever, and he's firing back at brutes, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Why would he be out of? He doesn't take that armor off.
Yeah, that's the whole thing behind his character.
Spartan 2's can't take the armor off for the most part.
Yes, that's true. Anyway, I think the last episode of Hell of a Boss is coming out in the next month for season 2.
Okay, word. So it's not finished. That's why there's only 6 episodes.
7.
There's 7?
Yeah.
I need to find that 7th episode.
It's on her page.
I just haven't seen it.
I mean, I was just looking through it on YouTube last night, and I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I finished my rewatch of season 1 last night. I'm going to start season 2.
We need to talk more about Invincible again because that last couple of episodes of season 2 was
the one-eyed
incredible.
guy and Omni-Man in prison is really funny.
That was, dude. So I'm very excited for them to escape because let's be real, they're gonna escape. Omni-Man's not gonna be executed. Like,
well, duh. It's like you can't kill the J.K. Simmons character.
well, because in the
not like
comics,
this.
they're kind of sticking to the comics a little bit.
Except for the rape.
Well, still might happen because I thought that Angstrom Levy, like multiverse war thing, happened while he was still alive, and then Mark beats him to a pulp. I think I might be wrong on that, but Mark beat Angstrom Levy to a fucking pulp.
Mm-hmm.
And there were no multiverse war. So yeah. By the way, loved the Spider-Man reference.
That was funny.
In the comics, it is actually Spider-Man and Doc Ock, the fight he interrupts.
Mm-hmm.
And then he meets the Avengers in that comic.
Cool.
But the better Easter egg was Batman. When he was like...
Your name's Batman? Like, it's just Bat and Man. Like,
it's lazy.
Yeah.
And then it just skips to the next universe. That was so great. That was a great little, like, clip.
Yeah.
And just, you know, the way Duplicate gets fucking offed in that first episode.
But then comes back.
Yeah, it comes back, which apparently that's how it was in the comics, which...
I mean... It's
not exactly, though. Like, she was in the comics, like, she was in the log cabin. But, like, in the show, Immortal went to... I'm assuming it's his log cabin because you see his old costume, and then Duplicate shows up.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, she was hiding somewhere else. So, like, you know, that's not really that big of a change, but obviously they're changing certain things from the comics.
Just, yeah.
So the rape might still happen.
When you put it that way.
Get excited, ladies and gentlemen. Anissa's coming for that D.
Oh my God. What's wrong with you?
So much.
I know.
But yeah, no, Alan the Alien being voiced by Seth Rogen is just always a win.
Yeah. Not just like
everything that happened in this last
this last season was actually like really good. I thought it was a fun, interesting way to just. It's a great series. It's so much happens and it's really intense. It's really extreme.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
Kept me on the edge of my seat all 4 episodes.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. I mean, we got Hell of a Boss, Invincible. You played some games. Oh, I want to talk about one movie, though. I watched Ricky Stenicki on Amazon. It's fucking that redhead from the Bobby Lee podcast.
Andrew Santiago.
Andrew Santiago, Zac Efron, and John Cena.
He's going to see this and be like, pause, and be like, that redhead from the fucking podcast? Fuck you.
Yeah, that's all I know.
He's not going to see this.
Sorry, no, yeah, exactly. But, so anyhow, it's him, Zac Efron, and John Cena, and some other third guy, a black gay guy. They checked a lot of boxes, I tell you what. It was like, they had the black gay guy, interracial with another white guy. They had the black and white couple, straight couple, and then the regular white couple. It was like, wow, holy box checking. But they did it well. It wasn't like crazy. So anyhow, this movie, I thought I'd saw all the funny parts in the trailer, but I was like, you know what? John Cena's funny. Like, he's got a good sense of humor. Like, I'll give it a shot. And even my dad was like, well, give it a shot. I watched it with my dad, and holy shit, we died laughing.
Okay.
It was a really good movie.
I'll definitely give it a
I
shot.
thought it was super funny. I mean, it's you know, for a comedy on the comedy scale, certainly an 8.5 out of 10. On a regular movie scale, 6 out of 10.
Okay.
So it was tons of fun. I think John Cena killed it. There's a couple other big names in it too that are really fun. The concept for it, like them making up a friend that they get to blame all their lies on and all their bad shit on. It's like what a good idea, you know. Also, the name is ridiculous, Ricky Stenicki. fuck.
Don't wear it out.
Yeah, exactly. But it definitely worth a watch on Amazon. If you have Prime, it's included for free.
Prime.
Optimus Prime. Anyhow,
I'm going to turn into a truck now. Chirp, 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 chirp.
chirp, 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 chirp to chirp.
I have a movie to talk about.
Okay.
Dug up from the recesses of
Its grave.
its grave. The Digimon movie.
Digimon, digital monsters.
I watched this shit so much as a kid.
I did.
I'm going to
I watched
rewatch it.
I wonder if it's on a streaming service.
It's not.
It is. It's got to be on Amazon.
It's probably on
rental.
Amazon to be rented, but
That's the great thing about Amazon.
Fucking-
Fuck Jeff Bezos, but like
I don't need to pay
Amazon
money for it. I
is
got it.
they have everything. Like it's
But yeah.
amazing.
watch Digimon the movie if you can.
The first movie from like 2000. What year did this come out?
I don't know.
It says it on the fucking thing. It says 1999.
I just remember like key lines from it. Prodigious!
2000. Literally turn of the century movie.
Dude, it came out the same year as the Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
Pokemon 2000.
What a great movie.
This had the Kids of America song in
What
it.
a great movie.
What a great movie there, mate. It has the first generation Digimon team and then the second generation Digimon team in it.
Mm-hmm. It's like the transfer, right? Like they hand off. I think. I can't remember.
It's
been-
in a way.
It's been a very long
I don't
time.
think it's canon, but I think it's one of those scenarios where it's like canon but also not canon.
Ah.
Where like they're like, remember that time Boromon took over the internet? And then like there's another time where it's like, who's that Digimon? And then it's like, I'm Boromon. And you're like, you guys fought fucking Boromon. How do you not
Boromon.
remember him? Like, what the fuck? But
What
yeah, so there was. I remember there being like a follow-up movie to this, like way later in the 2000s, like maybe 2010 or something.
There was a follow-up movie, I remember.
And it was not as good.
No, but it was watchable.
I for sure watched it.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of watching things, let's create pictures in our viewers' minds with our next segment of the Book of Wisdom.
Written by your one and only Jesus.
All right, where did we last leave off?
You gotta go all the way to the back half, buddy.
Fuck.
There you go.
Oh, Dark Memories. Nope, we read that one. A Man with a Sword. Yep. The Hairball's Chance. $1 Billion Idea. Does your insurance cover it? I think we read that one. How the Turntables. Deep in the Blackest Reaches of Space. Yeah, no. I don't think we've read How the Turntables.
I don't think we read that one.
Okay, so a reading from the Book of Wisdom, according to Jesus. How the Turntables. Deep space. Deep in the blackest reaches
Deep
of... How long is this one? Oh, this is a long one.
Yeah, this is a long one. You got this.
Am I sure I didn't read this one?
Let me see.
Black in the deepest reaches of space.
Sorry.
He loves his own writing so much. But it's so bad.
Wait.
I think we did read that one.
This is
actually.
the one with the white the goo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did read that one. Go to the next one.
Subaquatic sardine shuffle.
There we go. The subaquatic sardine shuffle. Deep under the constant crashing waves of Coralax 7 is a secret military base used to research all sorts of horrible weapons and creatures to use as such. Half of these weaponized creatures are native to this planet, so inside or outside of this base does not truly feel safe. The base was always fully staffed with scientists and other think tank professionals, so that meant we were always short-staffed in the security department. What with all those overpaid eggheads, Corey thought to himself. As dangerous as the facility was, it was a very quiet job posting for the most part. Occasionally one scientist would get into a fight with another scientist over something trivial. And it only ever took one of us to break it up. But last week was different. There was an experiment that had escaped captivity and killed 14 scientists and 8 security commandos before it was contained. Where do you get these numbers from? That leaves
My brain.
82 security commandos. So you started with 98, I think? I don't know. Bad math.
Either 98 or 100. I don't remember the first numbers, so. Just go on.
It'd be 96. It's hard to believe that there's anything out there that can kill any one of these guys. They hire us because we are some of the most decorated and experienced killing machines the universe has to offer. They make sure we can handle anything before they station us here, so even if they were to find replacements for the 8 men we lost, it would be weeks before they were stationed here. But since things have calmed down, I don't really foresee much else happening. The head scientists and bureaucrats have put stricter rules and regulations in place, as well as updated all protective measures on all of the testing cages. So all of the quiet again. What? Okay. And Corey finds himself incredibly bored again in his office. So with all his boredom and slight underwater paranoia, he started to build Home Alone-style traps in his office. Or Samuel walks into his office in a Nerf dart at his forehead. I knew it would work, Corey exclaimed. Just then a loud rumble could be heard through what could only be the entire facility.
I don't know, dude.
Yes, you do. Oh my fucking lord. This is so long.
That's what she said.
Once one of the horrors on Coral X7, a bright neon light reveals itself first. Then we can see the teeth. It was akin to Earth's anglerfish, but... Oh, I have read this one before.
Not, like, out loud, though.
Yes, we have.
No,
Yes.
You and Josh read it, but we didn't read it on the podcast.
No. Your memory sucks worse than mine.
You sure?
Yes. Because we got to the to be continued one. No, I don't think we did this one. The gang exploits a miracle. Our character wakes up in what appears to be a hellish landscape. She looks around. Am I in hell? She asks out loud. Her voice echoes through the vast and lifeless searched area she's in. A mysterious voice echoes around. No, not in hell. Our young explorer is confused. It looked like she was in hell. She was definitely in a different plane of existence. Something else that had seemed off was that she could not remember who she was or how she got in there to this hellish landscape. The wind blew her long white hair in her face, and she pushed it out of her eyes. In front of her was a microphone. Weird. Maybe I was at a parade and the world ended. But this thought was quickly dashed when she saw a horrific flying beast overhead. Just as soon as she saw this beast, a fiery portal opened up and ate the beast. What the fuck? As she was walking, our lost explorer noticed a golden feather on the ground in front of her. She picked it up and a golden light flashed from her eyes. She was instantly transported to a huge battle in the middle of a golden shining town square. Angels and demons were rushing by and clashing in every direction, and in the distance she heard someone calling her name. She had no idea how she knew it was her name, but she could hear someone calling her very faintly through the battle. Someone kept yelling over and over, "Charlie, Charlie, what are you doing?" Charlie glanced over. It was her oldest friend calling out to her as she slaughtered the angel after angel. Just as they made eye contact, an angelic gladiator came barreling toward Vaggie. Oh, well, I wonder what you were thinking about when you wrote this.
Hadn't seen it yet.
Charlie looked on in horror as there was nothing she could do, but just then a fiery portal opened under her and she disappeared away from the gladiator just in time. Just then Charlie noticed him. Alistair realized it was the perfect opportunity to enact his ultimate plan. He gave Charlie an evil smirk and then disappeared behind a giant copper-colored door. Charlie was snapped back to the present. So this is heaven. Why am I still here then? Then she heard a voice that was all too familiar. Charlie walked into the open square and could hear Alistair's radio voice all around her. When she looked up, she could see a giant red spire with her name, with none other than a radio broadcast tower at the very top. Suddenly, a loud drone came over the tower and an extremely bright white flash. To be continued.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. The end. Failure.
Good job.
And
you failed.
Yes. Thank you once again for tuning into this episode of The Irregular Show.
What's up, brother?
We will see you next time when we decide that it is time to post again. Thank you very much.
And good night. I think we should start doing like reading like hilarious